You've got Proxima Spiru going up against Besiktas Sompo Japan, and Dinamo Sassari coming up later on tonight. They will be at home against Zielona Góra, the Polish champions from last year. So we have 5 groups of 8 teams in the Basketball Champions League. And you see Juri Zdovs there, the coach of AEK, the great Slovenian player and former Slovenian national team coach. Certainly his pedigree is of the highest order. He's done a great job coaching in his career, and here he is trying to bring some success to AEK. But they've got a tricky game coming up here tonight against a very good team from Hungary, the Hungarian champions Szolnoki Olaj, always playing in European competition and always giving teams a run for their money. So you saw Stojan Ivkovic there, the coach of Szolnoki Olaj, and he's got himself quite a team. Vojvoda there, number 9, David Vojvoda, one of the stars of Hungary's national team, actually played for the same coach who leads the Hungarian national team, and they qualified for next year's FIBA Eurobasket. So they are on a high in Hungary, and they're looking to build some momentum now with their club sides. Vojvoda, certainly a great player. Zdovs, a lot of players that you will recognize. Rokoleni Ukic of Croatia, Dusan Škoda, Vasilidis, number 7. Michael Dixon played for Georgia this summer and helped them qualify for the FIBA Eurobasket. Number 11, he's one to watch. Randall Falker, big man down low. And Mavroidis, the list just goes on and on. They are going to be tough customers. So we're just minutes away from the opening tip in this Group E encounter. A lot of people calling this a group of death in the Basketball Champions League. We'll see how it plays out as this regular season goes on, but certainly these two teams should be very competitive. So Szolnoki being introduced to the crowd. And Hungarians will be looking to get off on the right foot tonight here against AEK. And certainly this is an AEK team that looks like it was built to win a trophy this season. Maybe it'll be in the Basketball Champions League, but they're at the start of a long, long journey, and they will know that home court advantage, they need to protect their home court and win those games. There's Mavroidis running out, one of the Greek internationals, former Greek internationals in this team. And Zdovs huddling it up with his assistants here, the players. Last words. And the same for Szolnoki. So, again, just minutes away from these two teams tipping off here in Owaka. And we'll have referees from Ukraine, France, and Croatia tonight. Zashuk, Rosso, and Kardum. Crowd still coming into the game. We're in Athens, Greece. Szolnoki Olaj trying to use last season's title run as a launch pad for big things, and they would like nothing more than to come out and to make a real statement here in the Basketball Champions League. Tough draw for them, but nevertheless, as we've said before, this is a club that's used to playing in European competitions, and the pressure really would be on AEK as the home side tonight. Here's the starting 5. Barnes, Ryan Wright, Whitman, Vojvoda, and Milos Borisov. So Whitman will be the playmaker, and Vojvoda will no doubt have the ball in his hands a lot tonight. And we talked about Stojan Ivkovic, Croatian, at the helm, who also leads Hungary's national team, and certainly playing to rave reviews after getting Hungary back into the FIBA Eurobasket for the first time in a very long time. An impressive showing by them this summer in qualifying. He's hoping to carry that momentum in here with Szolnok. Now, the starting five for AEK: Rokoleni Ukic, who played at the Olympics for Croatia, Kostas Vasilidis, Lauritzakis is in the starting five, Mavroidis, and Jawad Williams. So an experienced player in Jawad Williams. And Zdovs needs no introduction. He has a lot of defensive schemes that he likes to throw at opponents. Michael Dixon has talked about the freedom that Zdovs gives the players on offense. And when it comes to defense, that's where he really tries to get after opponents.
Center control, center, and the small guy switch. Okay, Vilagos, man. Fine.
Let's go. Get Tyler.
Well, all of these teams aiming for spots in the playoffs elimination round. This is the start of that long journey to try to do that. 24 teams will advance to the playoffs.
We must go surprise drive, okay?
These will be the top 4 teams from each of these 5 18 groups, along with the 4 best ranked 5th place teams. The 5 group winners and the 3 best ranked 2nd place teams advance directly, in fact, to the playoffs round 2, and the remaining 16 teams will face each other in 8 pairings in a home and away format, with the winners advancing to the playoffs round 2. The next 8 place teams, following the qualification of the top 24 teams to the playoffs, will continue into the FIBA Europe Cup. And if you want to go ahead and write this date down on your calendar, the Final Four for the Basketball Champions League will be staged April 28th to April 30th. That is several months away, but always good to have that on the calendar. Well, good evening, everybody. If you're just joining us, we're about ready to tip it off here. The regular season Group E opener between AEK Athens and Szolnoki Olaj. So AEK Athens of Greece wearing the yellow and black, and Szolnoki Olaj wearing the red. And the opening tip, and it's won by AEK Athens. And Rokoleni Ukic brings it over to Williams, who passes it down low, and good defense from Vojvoda, but Dave Vojvoda is going to be called for the reach and the early foul. So AEK drawing first blood here with the free throw. And the second one is good as well. So an early 2-0 lead here for the home team. We're going to take some pressure up top. And now the drive And the offensive rebound and good defense from Mavroidis, reaches up there and knocks it away. His first 2 points were by Larentzakis of AEK. There's Mavroidis, gets it over to Ukic. Inside to Mavroidis, puts it up, and the ball doesn't drop. Now Vojvoda. And the jump shot from Whitman, no good. And there's Jawad Williams. So he'll be inbounding it to Ukic. AEK with the veteran lineup. Ukic has played in the big games for his national team, played for the big teams all over Europe, and he's played for rivals Panathinaikos. In fact, now he's hoping to get something here with AEK. And the jump shot bounces over the back of the rim. That was Larentzakis. Vojvoda quickly inside to his teammate, and it's Wright. Gets his team's first 2 points of the season. The three-pointer is good from Vasilidis. He leaned in there, tried to almost initiate the contact in the hope of getting a foul called, but the three falls, and now AEK on top. And a quick response that time from the number 15 from Szolnoki, Borisov. Larentzakis runs baseline. Vasilidis now dumps it down low to Jawad Williams. He's on the low block. Turns around, puts up the jumper. Mavroidis kept it alive. It's not looking like he was happy with the shot selection. Now Vojvoda puts up the long three and misses, and Vasilidis with the board. Now Jawad Williams in the lane. And he is going to get the benefit of the call here. So Borisov looks like he picks up the first. Nope, in fact, it's going to be on Barney's. Toth has checked into the game for Szolnoki, and Barney's, you see, picked up that foul. Jawad Williams makes the first. And the second is good as well. Popovich has also come in. He's driving, passes it back outside. Borisov with a little mid-range. And a little bit of hand there by Larentzakis. Just got him on the left arm and sends Borisov to the free throw line. Borisov doesn't capitalize on the first, but he does make the second for Szolnoki. Gets it back to a 2-point deficit. Now Ukic brings it up to midcourt. Borisov trying to harass Jawad Williams. Larentzakis now in the lane, takes it all the way in, and Williams gets a hold of it, but a foul called on Toth. Here's Larzakis again. And it looked like maybe a tough call on top. Larzakis may have just lost the ball as he went up. Rudner also into the game for Szolnok, so Szolnok going deep to their bench here early on. Second one is good. Back to a 4-point advantage. Bump and a foul called on Larzakis. So Voivoda's going to inbound it. Gets it to Toth, gets it right back. Voivoda gets inside, puts it up a little bit too hard, but Toth there for the rebound and passes it off to his teammate. And the best that Ellingsfeld could do was throw it up underneath the rim, through the rim, and it's going to go back over to Ike. Looked like perhaps they were in a little bit of a rush there. Vasiladis, another three-pointer, and that's what his reputation has been over the years. In fact, it's only going to be a 2. His foot was on the line, but he's got that reputation of being able to knock down that long jump shot. Popovich over into the corner, and a miss by Rudner. Larzakis. Bodied up by Toth. Now the rotation to Vasiladis. His pass eludes Mavroidis. And Williams commits the foul. Looking for a little bit of inspiration right now, Szolnok. Popovich has it. Gets it to Wright, who's back in the game. Puts it up, doesn't go up strong though, and Williams comes down with a board. Now Dixon, well, we built him up in the pregame, and he's in the game. Vasiladis, another one, and he is on fire here in the first quarter. So that's another three-pointer, his second three. And Szolnok looking vulnerable here early on. Whitman, his jump shot is good. So nice patience that time from Szolnok. Williams for three. It's good. And the three ball is falling for AEK Athens. And that is going to lead Szolnoki Olaj to call a timeout. I'm going to try to disrupt that rhythm. And they are slow out of the gate. The team from Hungary. This was a good sign from Whitman. But all this AEK Athens team keeps doing is knocking down threes.
neđeš, Amerika i Mikmondu, šuter, nem...
Well, as you look at the rebounding,
Switch!
Szolnoki have a couple of offensive rebounds, but they're being out-rebounded 7-5 overall.
Ajmo. One more free side.
Go 25, okay? 25, zipper.
You see the three-point shooting for Ike. They've got 3 of 4, almost had 4 or 5, but Vasilidis was adjudged to have taken 2. And Szolnoki are slow getting it going here early. So let's see how they respond coming out of the timeout. Trailing by 10. Already a little bit of a mountain to climb. And the three is good. So that is a great response coming out of the timeout by Barnes. Now Dixon puts up the J, no good, and Wright with the rebound. Voivoda over to Barnes, and Barnes, boy, he was trying to sneak one up there, forced it just a little. Shikoda back in the game. He's good, another good shooter. So they don't have a shortage of marksmen in that Ike team. But here's Dixon, tries to go all the way. Now Whitman, Szolnoki with a chance, 3, and he bricked it. Falker with the rebound. Dixon goes behind his back, pulls up for the jumper. It's good. That's what he brings to the table. He's got some one-on-one. He can drive, he can score from outside. Now Voivoda thinks about it, brings it back outside. He hasn't gotten it going yet. Voivoda, they need him. And even he almost forced it there. So Voivoda not in sync. Look at Dixon. He's got it working. And that is the danger sometimes that goes around with being a courtside cameraman. Who would want to do that job? Sometimes you got to pay the price for those good seats. Look at the shooting percentages. Szolnoki 27% inside the arc at Ike. Not doing too well either inside. Here's Szolnoki. And gets it back. Passes outside. Dixon behind his back. Puts it up. It's good. Well, it's just like he's out in the backyard in practice, just going right at it. Michael Dixon. His confidence soaring after a terrific FIBA Eurobasket qualifying campaign. And now up ahead it goes to Szolnoki with the turnover. And Szolnoki struggling to get it going. And Ike are punishing him. Now Szolnoki reaches in, commits to foul. In fact, no, they're going to call a turnover on Szolnoki. So good defense. The trap forcing Borisov perhaps to pick it up. Let's have another look. Now inside to Falker. And Falker missed an easy one. Now the pass over to Barnes. But he's been a bright spot. If they could get the ball into the hands of that man out on the perimeter, he might be able to do some damage. He already has. It's a couple of threes for him. Now inside, good strong move. And that was Milicevic with that basket. So Ike, with any number of players coming out and contributing and also drawing the foul. Here was Barney's shot the previous trip down the floor. So a potential three-point play here. And he converts it. Goodman looks for space. Voivoda. Gets it to Wright somehow. Good D, the reach from Dixon, but even before that, Wright was called for the travel. So that extra point from the free throw finally goes up on the board. And Ike right now are doubling up Szolnoki Olaj. It's 26-13. Falker hands it off to Dixon, floats in, misses. Falker crashes the boards, but Whitman comes up. Now over to Voivoda. And his bounce pass kicked. So it'll be possession for the visitors. Voivoda trying to do the right thing there, trying to be unselfish. But Ike just a little bit quicker. Voivoda, his three, boy, he misses everything, and he is really struggling. Dixon for three. He misses, and that's how the first quarter draws to a close. Well, Ike have pretty much owned that quarter. They are on top 26-13 over Szolnoki Olaj from Hungary. Well, here are the shooting numbers. And Ike with those 3 threes. And a lot more success all around. And this team in red looking for some answers. They've got 2 threes from Barnes, but that's been about it. Saravis has 8 points and 2 rebounds to lead Ike.
Okay. Keep the defense. Okay. Good fouls, guys. Good fouls.
Looking at some of the steals.
Still, I'm every time afraid,
Other
but they
statistical
don't
categories, wins.
We're too fast.
That's 5 points for Ike.
And we try to go under.
Zakis had a bright start. He's got 4 points. So Popovich is going to inbound the ball, and Szolnoki almost turned it over. Good pressure that time from Milicevic. And we talked about Zdovs and his approach on defense. He will change things up. He really wants to get after the other team. Here's Whitman. And that was way too long. Falker with the rebound. Ivanovic checks into the game as well. Number 20 for AEK. Dixon, they're really working it around, finding the open shot. They give it to Milosevic, and it's good. Another three. So Milosevic takes the AEK Athens lead up to 29-13. Now he forces the turnover. He comes up with a steal, drives all the way in. And Szolnok right now just being completely dominated here in Greece. And Popovich drives in, has it taken away by Falker. He looks for a call, but he's not going to get it. It was good D from the big man. Now Falker says, "I made the play. Get me the rock." He's going to go right at him. He's going to go right at Popovich. He's going to pass it back out to Milosevic. And Dixon misses. Well, it is one-way traffic right now. Popovich puts it up off the back of the rim. It's no good. And quickly in transition, Milosevic has come out and has just been tearing Szolnoki Olaj up, ripping them to shreds. Look at Dixon, finds the open man, and it is turning into a nightmare here early on for the Hungarians. So AEK in command. And we have got a long way to go in the first half. I guess that's the good news for Szolnoki Olaj is they've got some time to turn this thing around, but they're going to have to start playing a lot better. And right now, AEK look like a tough team, a lot of focus, a lot of drive, a lot of talent, and they are ready to go. Very impressive play by Milosevic coming off the bench. So a lot of options over there for Yuri's Doves. Well, Szolnok looking for something. They haven't got Vojvoda going, and that's hurt. Here he is again. Steps back, passes over to Popovich. Now Whitman at the line. That's good. Well, maybe that'll spark this Hungarian side. They need something. It really has been quite a masterclass from AEK. The way they're going to put 50 on the board by halftime. Dixon shakes and bakes, gets it inside. And the quick move from Mavroidis. No, from Sakota, excuse me. So nice play. That's what you like about Dixon. And, he can take it, but he's showing the unselfish side of his game as well. He's creating some opportunities for his teammates. Here's Whitman. Pulls up on line. That's good. Here's Sakota. Brings it over. Now Dixon. Over again to Milosevic, and this time a little too long. Well, Szolnoki Olaj just have to get a little bit back at the time, but they need to start making some of these shots, and the offensive rebound and put back. And that was a golden opportunity that went by the wayside. It's been that kind of day so far for the visitors. That was Toth missing that. Whitman fouls Shikoda, who is not wanting to get posted up. Wright coming back into the game. Also, Falker goes out of the game for Ike. Jawad Williams is going to come back in. Shikoda goes out. As the Mavroidis passes it back outside. And the long jump shot from Ivanovic is no good. Here's Barnes. Surely he has to get a look. He's been really the only bright spot, he and Whitman, at least from a scoring standpoint, for Szolnoki Olaj. Nice drive, and then Wright misses the shot. So Whitman did what he had to do. He got inside. Wright didn't finish. Milosevic inside to Mavroidis, and right now this is just pure domination from AEK Athens. Another look. Mavroidis catches it on the low block. Wright slow to get into position over there. Here he is. Barnes puts up the jumper, no good, and then Wright has it in his hands and it's knocked out. And quickly to the other end, and Ike score another one with Ivanovic. And they're threatening to blow this thing completely wide open here in the second quarter. Popovic. Now Whitman. And Williams with the rebound. Dixon penetrates, has the shot blocked by Wright. That's much better from Wright. And the referees look like Ike tried to pick up the foul, and they've allowed the play to go on. Look at Dixon. And that was one of the rare occasions where he wasn't able to get his shot off. Well, sooner or later, some positive things have to start happening for Szolnoki Olaj. But you have to wonder if that mountain that they have to climb is just going to be too high. I mean, they have been really flattened here. That was Ellingsfield making 1 of 2. Get it back to a 19-point deficit. And the offensive rebound by Ike, and he is pushed out of bounds by Rudner. (39-18). You know, Group E supposed to be the group that everybody's saying, you know, any team could come out and win this thing. And right now it's all AEK Athens. Vasilidis this time catching it down low, breakdown defensively. And it's 39-18. In fact, I think it's 41-18. Yes, it is indeed. There you see, good drive from Voivoda. He finally gets a couple of points. 41-20. Now Ukic. Williams over to Vasilidis. the drive, and Voivoda fouled. A good aggressive play there from Voivoda. And look at Yuri's Doves. He's up in a big way, but he is still over there coaching. He wants excellence. And that's what sets the really great ones apart. He's not going to ease up just because his team is up by 20 points. He is going to be coaching as if his team was down by 10 points or 20 points. Under 3 minutes to go now. AEK Athens looking to turn the screw, looking to put this thing away. Now Williams into Mavroidis. Ugic. And that was Voivoda. You can see again, he was called for a similar foul early on, more of a reach in the very first play of the game. And the sweet, silky smooth jump shot from yet another player, Skolidis. Voivoda drives in, denied. But all but one player two players have not scored yet for AEK Athens. And that was Mavroidis. He's scoring again. Borisov. No foul, push off called on Mavroidis. Well, look at that score, 45-21. Of course, the way basketball is these days, you can see a big score like that, and then another team comes out, gets it going, cuts it into that deficit, and that was a much-needed basket inside. That was from number 12, Rudner. Now Mavroidis. And a nice hustle from AEK. Get it into the corner to Sakota. And another attempt from number 24, Skolidis. This time he misses. Looked like he was going to try another one. Now Ugic penetrates, puts it up and in. Makes it look easy. With just over a minute remaining, it's AEK Athens closing in on the half-century mark before halftime. Borisov goes up and does, in fact, appear to have gotten the foul called on Sakota. A little unsportsmanlike foul here is going to put the visitors from Hungary, Szolnoki Olaj, on the line, and they'll also get possession. Oh no, it wasn't. It's just a foul. They're just slow getting to the line. It's been that kind of night. Borisov misses the first. Second is good. So he was shooting a three. And the third is good. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But when you're behind like they are, every point is precious. Ugic gets it to Mavroidis. And he's fouled by Wright. Look at the work from Mavroidis down low. He played very well when he was in Spain playing for Bilbao, for Bilbao a few years ago. Ukic probes the D. He's going to put up a three, and he nails it. And there's the half-century mark. They go to 50. 50 to 25. What an impressive showing by Ike. And Szolnoki Olaj going to hold it for one. Well, quickly, Whitman does get it off just in time, but it's going to be AEK Athens with the rebound. So really a nightmarish first half for the team in red and a dream start for AEK Athens. Well, we are at halftime, and as you look at the stats, 14 of 25 inside the arc for AEK, 5 of 13 beyond it, 7 of 22 inside the arc for Szolnoki. And from a rebounding standpoint, AEK are just killing them, 26 to 15. There's not much to smile about right now for Szolnoki and their coach. But they will try to come out and have a better job in the second half. Vasiladis has the 10 points. 6 for Barnes. 2 steals for Ivanovic. A couple blocks for Falker. And there you see Milosevic and Rokulini Ukic as well in the scoring department. Milosevic really came out there and gave this AEK Athens team a spark. He'll be a player to watch in this competition. So we're at halftime, and it's AEK Athens in command. Oh, Jawad Williams and AEK Athens on top here against Szolnoki Olaj, 50-25 in their Group A game. This Group E is supposed to be a group of death, and right now it's the team that's dying is Szolnoki Olaj. They just really have not come out and really been able to compete with this AEK Athens team, who on this evidence are going to be one of the favorites to win this competition. They finished third last year, whereas Szolnoki won the Hungarian title. And read into that what you may, but perhaps the Greek league certainly up at the top stronger than that of the Hungarian league. But you know, it's the first game, it's the first half, and you would imagine that Szolnoki Olaj have gone in there, and the coach has really challenged his players and tried to get them to come back out and give a better effort here in the second half. Whereas AEK Athens, the challenge is to keep up the intensity, to keep executing, because they want to compete with the best teams in Europe and also the best teams in Greece. And if they want to get to that level, if they want to win this title, they're going to have to be playing at that elite level all season long. Well, this is a shell-shocked Szolnoki Olaj team right here. They have got some work to do to get back into it. 10 points for Vasilidis leading the way. He has been really electric for AEK, whereas for this Szolnoki team, the leading scorer for them has been Barnes, who hit a couple of threes. He's got 6 points. Here we see Toth, number 10, and number 15, Borisov. And I think you could already say that AEK has gone for the jugular and been successful, but it's a game of 40 minutes, and we've only seen 20 minutes played. And second half action now underway here in Oaxaca, in the Olympic Stadium, where those great games were played back in 2004 at the Olympics. And inside, a foul called on Borisov, I believe. No, maybe it was on Toth. Well, it's going to be Mavroidis at the free throw line, and indeed it was on Borisov. So Mavroidis, one of the many Greeks who they just have so many good players in Greece. And he has come back to play in Greece. He had that spell in Spain playing for Bilbao. Now Whitman. So 2 free throws good for Mavroidis, extends the lead. Borisov. Over to Whitman. He was left open, puts it up, and great box out by Mavroidis. Well, one thing you can say, this has been definitely a wake-up call for this Szolnoki Olaj team, the Basketball Champions League. If you're going to compete with the best teams, you got to bring the A game. Vasilidis puts it up, and Barnes gets the rebound. Now over to Vojvoda. And his pass intercepted by Ukic. Now Ukic crosses midcourt, behind the back pass, little showtime! And that is a great fast break from AEK Athens. Watch again, Ukic. No look behind the back pass to Mavroidis. Vojvoda over to Borisov. It's good. Cuts that AEK lead in half, but it is a big-time mountain to climb here for Szolnoki Olaj. Now Williams. Vasilidis again. Over to Ukic. And the three, this time no good from AEK, from Laurent Zakis. Vojvoda dribbling up top, looking for a screen, pulls up for three. And Mavroidis collects another rebound. Vassilatos. Fouled by Barney's out on the perimeter. And it's just not working for this team right now. Watch Barney's. Well, he ran into the pick. Tough call on Barney's. Right into the game. Williams. And Wright with the board. Popovich. Back to Voivoda. Barney's open for three. And Borisov was in decent position to get the rebound, but he didn't come down with it. Ukic now. Passes back to Williams. He goes inside to Mavroidis. That is beautiful basketball from Ike. Well, Mavroidis is having himself quite a game. It's just unselfish play. His Dogs will be applauding his team after that one. Voivoda. Popovich. Goes baseline, tries to score, has the shot blocked. Ukic goes behind his back. And another beautiful pat. The passing game is working. Ivanovic gets it inside to Mavroidis. And Mavroidis is just pouring in the points. And we're not seeing much of that at all from this side of the court. And there's Mavroidis again. His numbers. Interesting, only 8 points to this so far with the 4 rebounds. Seems like he's had a much more dramatic impact on the game than that. Right. Popovich for 3, hits it, and that gets it to 30 points for Szolnoki. Popovich trying to put some pressure on Ukic. Ukic goes behind the back again. Ivanovic, or no, Larentzakis pops the 3-pointer. Nice looking player, Larentzakis. And a quick answer there from Voivoda. Finally gets another one to go down. Only on the drive, though. They're looking for his threes in this game. He just has to see the ball go through the hoop at this stage. Williams drives up and just powers his way up and in with a reverse layup, making it look easy, in fact, for Ike. Now the reach from Larentzakis forces the turnover. Vassilatos wide open. Popovich gets it outside to Voivoda, gets it back. Popovich over to right off his fingertips and goes out of bounds. Ivanovic is going to check back in the game for Ukic, who was outstanding. Boy, that may have been the play of the game. The behind-the-back pass on the fast break. The no-look pass, in fact, for the dunk. Larentzakis finds his way into the lane. Oh, beautiful play. Strong move from Larentzakis. Boy, they are really sending out a statement here in the opening round of the regular season. AEK Athens just really comprehensively beating this visiting team from Hungary.
Walker's going to come back in. And Wright barely grazed the net with that. Dixon has come back into the game. And the ball batted out of bounds. Williams says it went off the other team, but the referee says nope, it's going to be Szolnoki. Solid possession. Well, they've got some depth in this team for AEK Athens, don't they? Have the luxury to bring these guys off the bench in the second half. Popovich to Wright. Oh, and this time he makes no mistake. And that's what you've got to do. You have got to go up with some authority. Because Falker was challenging him. Rudner reaches in, commits the foul. 65-34. Biggest lead, 33 points for AEK. They got on top pretty early on. They had that first quarter run, and there's been no stopping them. Falker keeps it alive, and they are just out hustling their opponents, and it cost them the three-pointer, and that was a fantastic effort from Falker. Popovich has it blocked. Back to Wright. Whitman. And Whitman just puts it up quickly so the shot doesn't get blocked, and they end up with a shot clock violation. Well, about the only good thing you could say about this for Szolnoki Olaj is that this is the first game of the season. They've got plenty of time to recover. Here's Dixon. But you cannot have any complaints about the focus, the intensity, and the team play, the determination of AEK Athens. They have been impressive. Oh, a rare shot falling from the arc for Szolnoki. And that was Ellingsfeld. So look at that, 7 of 21 from three-pointers range for AEK, 4 of 14 for Szolnoki. Well, it's been a game to forget for Voivoda so far. Maybe he can come in and spark this team. Oh, great defense. Look at the D from AEK Athens. And challenging the shot out on the perimeter with Sakota. They are just impressive. Good bounce pass. Voivoda gets it back, misses the shot. This is not working for him in this game with 1:29 remaining in the third quarter. Ellingsfeld called for the foul. Running into Shikoda, who was making, getting into position to set a screen, and he didn't want to give him that position. So Shikoda goes to the line and buries the first. Well, you folks right there, you've got yourselves a good basketball team. It's going to be interesting to watch Ike play in this competition. They have to be one of the early favorites. Voivoda. And the pass from Whitman over to Ellingsfeld. A little bit of miscommunication there, but that's a lot of that happens because of the defense that AEK Athens are playing. They are not relaxing. 8 turnovers now, just 2 for AEK. They have not been bothered in the least by the Hungarians. Well, Milosevic was so impressive in the first half, and really was, the team was already on top, but when he came into the game, boy, he made sure that AEK Athens did not drop their intensity. He really plays hard, as does Ivanovic there. So some really good signs from Yurizdov's team in this game. Tough shot missed. And Voivoda gets it back now. He draws the contact from behind from Milosevic. First one is good. This AEK team now on cruise control. They're leading at 71-38. Voivoda makes both free throws. So the final 20 seconds ticking off the clock here in the third quarter. Ivanovic. Falker up top. Ivanovic goes down the lane, and whoa, what control he had, what strength to get that off. Still some time. Get another shot. Voivoda gets it to Whitman, and great hustle from Dixon to come up with the block. Look at this. I don't think Whitman saw him. Look at that. Look at the control and the strength. And Borisov doesn't get it off in time. So even on the potential breakaway, Szolnoki Olaj unable to come away with points. It's 73-39. AEK on top. 10 minutes remaining. Well, Mavroidis does have 12.6 rebounds now, and he really did kind of come out with lowering the boom here in the third quarter. And just contributions right across the board from numerous players from AEK Athens, and that's a great sign for their club. Vassiladis has 10, Jawad Williams has 10. This is the play of the game for me. I mean, Ukic was just in transition, just Watch, no look, behind the back. Beautiful basketball. Always making the extra pass. Ike, well-coached team. So fourth quarter action now underway. Whitman inbounds it to Toth. Borisov gets over to Toth. A little bit better movement now for the team in red. Szolnoki Olaj, Voivoda just doesn't have any daylight whatsoever. Great defense from Milosevic. Milosevic is going to inbound the ball to Ivanovic. So really from what we've seen tonight, you know, his Dogs has a lot of players able to come off the bench and make a difference, including Dixon. Great pass from Sakota. Voivoda over to Witt, and the rebound, Sakota. Milosevic over to Ivanovic, Dixon. And really one of the plays that typifies the effort for me tonight from Ike was late in the third quarter. In fact, in the final seconds, the final 10 seconds, Whitman had what looked like a breakaway layup, and Dixon came hustling from behind and rejected his shot. They just have played every possession. Toth hands it off to Voivoda. Now Popovic travels. Good call, shuffled the feed after he came to a stop. Tried to go in the other direction. Falker inside, puts it up. Ike will have to hit the road for their next game. He'll play at Charleroi in Belgium. Let's see if they carry the same intensity and focus when they play in Charleroi. Follow is good, and they just do not give up on the ball. Ike, here it is again. Sakota puts it up, misses, follows up his shot, and gets it to go down. Popovic, they work it. Borisov for three, and that was better from Szolnoki Olaj. They continue to defend. And they continue to play hard when they've got the ball. Sakota gets in the lane. And Dixon does not get that off in time. Well, it's not going to make for pretty viewing looking back at the game tape for the team in red, that's for sure. Whitman puts it up. Sakota with the rebound. Now Dixon. Sakota. Barnes hands it off to Whitman, and he has to save it. You know, they're under duress even on a fast break. And now quickly, Ike goes in and draws the unsportsmanlike foul. It was a dangerous play. And the youngster comes into the game. Beautiful play by Dixon to get it back to him. Son Puris, I believe it is, goes to the line. Yes, it is indeed. And Ryan Wright was called for that unsportsmanlike. Ivanovic, very confident ball handler coming off the bench. He's got it. Gets it back. Ivanovic again, drives in, puts it up and in. A little bit of a skip, hop, and a jump there. A Euro step, I think is what that's called. Legal. Not seeing too much of it from this team. Popovich back outside to Whitman. Cross court. Eilingsfeld hands it off to Wright, and he catches it in that position. He's usually going to get points. Ivanovic back to Sakota, and that was long. Eilingsfeld hands it off. Wright sets the pick, rolls to the basket. Whitman takes it back outside the perimeter to Eilingsfeld and travels, and it is that Ike defense which simply does not give up on a play. They've been impressive. I think Zoves will have no complaints after this effort tonight. Sakota goes out of the game. Nice penetration, drive. Are they going to count it? Yes, they are. A terrific, terrific play from Laren Zakis, who's been pretty much good all night tonight. And really, all of the players in the red have just been anonymous by comparison. Barnes goes over to the bench. Ukic comes back in. Ike have done a nice job, it appears, putting this team together. Voivoda gets it to Wright. And then Wright's pass just intercepted. from Zakas. Falker bulls his way down low. He hasn't really finished much down low. Falker, his strength will be his size and his ability to crash the boards and box out and intimidate defensively. But it looks like Dubs wants to utilize him offensively as well. Spilitas getting back, playing D, but he was guilty of the reach. Well, Voivoda was Hungary's outstanding player in their qualifying campaign, but he just hasn't really been able to get anything going tonight. And what he has got going, or what he's gotten rather, has come in the second half when the game has effectively been over for a long time. Wright catches it down low and goes up. Lukic bounce pass to Falker. Zakas. And Voivoda with the rebound, coming up on the 3-minute mark in the game. 84-47. Ike just completely dismantling this Olaj team. Szolnoki Olaj, and forcing him into taking bad shots. Looks like they haven't really been together much this season, the way they play, whereas Ike are playing like a well-oiled machine. Oh, nice. Even the youngster getting inside on Puris, showing no fear. Dawes will be very, very happy to see him coming into the game and making an impact. Now to Wright again. Falker with the rebound. Beautiful bounce pass from Ukic. Another play by Roko Leni Ukic. And the drive from Ellingsfeld gets it to go down. Wright takes his seat. Ukic, another slick pass inside. And Szolnoki just not quite able to stay on his feet. A foul called on Ellingsfeld. Szolnoki just 20 years of age. So he is at the line. Obviously a lot of upside to his game. With his size, he'll get better. And he makes both. Szolnoki played at Iowa State in American college basketball, but has decided to go pro. Ellingsfeld, another 3 attempts. Way too hard. Falker with the rebound. Cross court. Wow. Just makes it look so easy, does Larentzakis. Goes with baseline with the reverse layup. Final 45 seconds here. Larentzakis picks up the pass. Ukic, another beautiful pass from Ukic. Szolnoki missed the dunk, but boy, Ukic is playing. He's passing the ball as well as I can ever remember him passing the ball tonight. And there he is launching the three. And the drive and the foul called on Szolnoki. Boy, Ukic with that no look, and Szolnoki will wish he'd made that one. So that would have been a real highlight reel play if he'd been able to capitalize. And Popovich misses the free throw. So it's been a little bit of a abject effort from this Szolnoki Olaj team, and just a superlative effort from AEK Athens, and I suppose they're just going to hold on and settle for the 92-49 win. It has just been a complete, thorough, dominating performance by the yellow and black, and they've been so good, so complete, that it's hard to pick an MVP for them in this game. That is how good they have been. (92-49). AEK win it over Szolnoki. Well, the AEK Athens players thanking their fans who came out tonight, support them in midweek. And as you look at the final stats, I mean, it's just you appreciate how thorough AEK were. They were just better in all aspects of the game, including the 22 assists, the 7 steals to just 1 steal for Szolnoki. 7 blocks for AEK to just 1 block for Szolnoki Olaj. And Larentzakis with the 14 points. Falker had the 7 rebounds. Ukic with the 7 assists. He was definitely the player, Ukic, who came up with the highlight reel plays tonight. And Mavridis was terrific. He finished with 12 points. Vasilidis had the 10 points in the first half. So a lot of people contributing for yours Dovs and this AEK Athens team tonight as they blow out their opponents, Szolnoki Olaj from Hungary.